So, you're a teacher.
I was a teacher, yeah.
Were a teacher. What
Yeah.
inspired you to get into teaching? Thank you for your service, by the way. I feel like
Oh,
that's
yes.
very important that people say that. It's I'm in sales, and even before I was in sales, like I just you're shaping the minds of the future, and it's damn near like getting into a hospital, and like you have to deal with crazy things. Children are insane, you know.
Yep.
Children are psychopathic. Just like being in the hospital and dealing with people dying and having to tell families, hey, he didn't make it. Like, that's crazy to be like, hey, I'm here to help people, but I'm also numb to those tough conversations. Like,
Yeah.
and I feel like teaching's the same thing. Just like going in the military, like that's why whenever I meet teachers, like, thank you for your service. Like, that's incredible. What inspired you or
Well, thank you
motivated
for that.
to get in there?
So I started teaching when I was like in high school. I would do like community service hours because I was part of a like I was in a studio and I was performing arts, and so I was very, very involved. So I started teaching like in summer camp. Like they'll be like, oh, you know, Christy, do you want to just be a counselor? And I was
Wow.
like, yeah, for free.
And how old are the kids you're counseling? I guess we're not counseling, but being a counselor for.
They were like all ages, from like 2 years old to like 10.
Okay.
You know, I would try to stick to the little ones because I
Easier.
was little. I was like
Yes.
16, 17.
Right.
So I started there, and then after high school, I was like, oh yeah, I want to be a teacher because I didn't know what else to do with my life. I was like, I know I want to perform, but I didn't know like I wanted to be like an artist or whatever. So I got into teaching, and then they threw me into like an autistic class where I had like, they just threw me in. Like I had zero experience like with like school. Threw me into my own class, and then I just fell in love. Like I love kids, number one. So I guess that's my like other passion other than like music and stuff.
Children. So
Yeah.
low key, like or high key, I guess there's definitely multiple paths where you could connect the two, help people with music once you're on and already on. But once you get more like in a worldwide, level, and people that you have more of a platform, you could already do it now. Low key, it gets you to that worldwide platform. That's like huge. Like that's super unique. And there's so many people getting to music nowadays. It's beautiful. As artists, you always hear the complaint of, oh, there's too many people doing it, but it's like it's part of the game. It's at the end of the day, it's just like AI. Bust your ass. Just stop being half-assed with your craft and go hard and be passionate. AI can be passionate. AI can do that. All the people that are just half-assing it and just buying equipment and doing it, they can't do what you do. And you got to believe in yourself to that extent.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really cool. I wanted to touch on the teaching, and I do want to ask this: how can we improve the educational system, or how can the world improve the educational system? Because I think that's crazy that it's so messed up. At least here in America, like there's other countries that it's so completely different, and like being a teacher, it's outside of being college professors, like being a grade school teacher, it's a much more respected profession in other countries and much higher paid, and way better benefits, and it's just madness to me that we just we're gonna bleep that on our teachers, unfortunately. So how do you think we could improve it? Don't have to get too
I
deep,
mean,
but what's
you
something we could
said
do?
it. The first thing has to be like respect. Like let's go like back in the day, when a teacher would say, "Hey, your kid did this," did the kid say, "Well, what did you do to make my kid do that?" Like nowadays, it's like that. Before it was like, "Wow," like you get smacked. Like you should listen to your teacher. Like you know what I mean? That's your teacher. There was like more respect for the teacher. Now it's like it's too delicate, it's too like sensitive. All the parents are like protecting the kids at all costs or whatever, and then the teachers are kind of like, we're with your kid for 8 out of 24 hours.
Damn,
like we're with your kid more.
You know the kids more than them. That's
We know
crazy.
your kid, like his true self.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
When
His
he's
or
not
her true
filtered
self.
with the parental supervision, yeah.
So like I don't know. One is respect. The teachers need more respect, and they need to be paid better, because that's a big reason why like I left teaching. Because I was like, I love it. I mean, obviously my dream is to be an artist, but I would have stayed teaching if they paid more and I was making great money. Like it was just like I love it. It was fun. I mean, I do voiceover, so I would always do little voices like to get the kid to come do like math. You know what I mean? Like
Can you
I
do a
was
little
just
voice
like,
right quick?
oh God, I don't know. I'll just be like, hey, come here. And then they'll be like, oh, come on. I'll be like, oh, man, like, what are you doing? Like, and I make them laugh. And then they're like, ah, ha, ha, and then they forget. And then
That's
they come,
awesome. That's
like,
awesome. I love that. That's
just
really cool.
stupid Yeah.
That's powerful, and like I said, thank you for your service. So would you ever get back into it? Like, with some, like maybe musically, would you be open to that? Like showing people how to better their stage presence, better their artistry. You know,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. I mean, I still kind of do it. I'm working with a company. It's called Jam with Jamie, and Jam with Jamie. So basically, we go in and we're like the entertainment of your party. We don't dress up as characters or anything, thank God. But we go in, we do like a whole 45-minute set of like Wheels on the Bus, ABCs, a little Shake It Off, Taylor Swift.
Okay, so you mix it up with like.
Yeah, there's like
contemporary
pop.
stuff?
There's pop songs. There's like things, and then we have like pom poms. We have like a parachute. We have bubbles. You know, we have like a whole storyline of like, let's go under the sea, and then we like put the bubbles, and it's like the seaweed is always greener.
You're a performer.
Somebody else is there.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So that's kind of like my piece of like I'm still with kids. You know what I mean? Which I love. I love doing that job. I go in for a party, an hour, I'm gone. Like, you know,
Wow.
I do that on the weekends. So
On the weekends.
yeah.
Okay. Well, still, you know, at least you're making time to do it. That's
Got my
awesome.
weekends. Whatever.
Okay, so how long have you? Well, yeah. Let's start with how long you've been performing, because you're a triple threat: sing, dance, perform. There's another one:
Model.
model, quadruple threat, voice act,
Voice act.
regular act, like real life act too.
Yeah. I've been in plays.
Sextuple? How would you say six?
I'm
'Cause-
just. Oh my god.
Oof. It's the lightning striking down. It's like, yes, get it right. Sextuple. She's a sextuple threat. Sextuple threat. So when did you start performing, and what was first? Dancing, singing? What came first naturally, or just like that you, I guess, actually performed? Better
Yeah,
said.
I started dancing at 3,
Wow.
and then
Ballet? What specifically?
yeah, like little kid, like
Okay.
ballet. You know.
But like actually like in classes, or
Yeah,
you like
yeah, yeah.
okay, ballet classes at 3 years old. Incredible. That's really young, and that's really impressive. So you start ballet, and what comes after that?
So I think my first show was at like 5.
So
Like my first real show.
this is a recital?
Yeah.
No, that's what it's called, right? A
Yeah,
recital?
recitals.
Incredible.
Because you're part of like a dance studio.
Mhm.
And from there I started singing. I auditioned for like the voice group. I was on like all the teams. Like my life was dance. You know.
All connected to the same dance studio that you were ballet at?
Yeah. So it was
Nice.
called Roxy Performing Arts Center.
I'll drop them right here.
And
Love that. Yes, work the camera. So we do.
and yeah, they did everything: dance, acting, musical theater. They put on their own productions of musicals. It was crazy. I've been in like 13 musicals.
Wow, what was the
Yeah.
first one?
Suzical the musical.
Suzuka the musical. That's bars. Cut the funk flex.
That's called mother bars, nigga.
Anyways, what is Suzuka the musical about?
It's all Dr. Seuss, and it has like all the characters, and they go through the storyline of like the Who's and like saving Whoville.
Wow.
And yeah, so I
Shout
was
out
like
Dr. Seuss.
I was a
Listening, we know you are.
I was a bird girl, and then I was also like
What's
the
a bird
sour-
girl? Like you're a girl that's a bird?
like they were just like the little. I thought that they were the little hoes, cause they were always chasing after like the. They were like the little booties. I swear, they had like those little cat eye glasses, little tight like thing with like
I
crazy
can find a
hair.
picture of it online.
Yeah,
Okay, we're gonna drop it right here.
yeah,
for
it's on Broadway. Like it's a real show. Yeah, but they were like super flirty and like, oh my god, like you know the cartoons back in the day, like when all the.
You're a
things were,
natural
like,
born actress. You're a natural born actress. You're like, what's my direction? They're booties. Okay. I love it.
I always got casted as like the little hosky.
Well,
I've got sass.
hey, listen. Margot Robbie's one of the rawest, actresses in the game right now. You know, one of her initial roles are like that. You know, Wolf of Wall Street, one of the sexiest booty role of all time, and it's like,
I mean, I
legendary.
don't mind it. It's
I
like,
see that meme like every day.
yeah. I mean, you have to be true to yourself, right? This is who I is.
Well, yeah. I mean, I do say that. We're all booties and putos for the right person. Like it's
I
like.
didn't mean it like that.
But it's like, okay. Well, how'd you mean it? I'm sorry. I'm trying to help you out here. Now you're setting me up.
I didn't mean that I'm a booties like in
I
real
didn't
life. I just
either,
mean that
yeah,
like
just
I'm like
for the-
flirty and like
I mean-
sexy, kind of, you know, like in real
It's
life.
fun.
So
Oh, it's natural. Yes, you have.
it comes the sex appeal because it's a little natural. Oh my god, look at me nervous. No, I'm kidding.
It comes natural. Yeah, I'm saying I got it natural too. You know. I'm
Oh.
kidding. I'm kidding. It's,
I can see it.